What is going on, beautiful people? I am Lee Hammett, the diagnosed self-aware narcissist known as mental illness, and welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about how narcissistic people tend to show you that they love you by being with you, by physical presence. Stay tuned, like and subscribe for more. Why don't you tell me you love me anymore? Because I show you every day by being with you. Like, what do you mean? I know you show up by being with me, but you used to say it like every day. So would you rather me say it or do it? Because I'm confused. I feel like you're trying to start an argument. I'm not trying to start an argument. I'm just trying to express my feelings. Your feelings are not my responsibility. I understand that, but you make me feel like you don't care. How do I make you feel like I don't care if I'm with you? I don't have to say it every single day. It doesn't make sense. Now, I'm sorry I brought it up. I can tell you're getting annoyed now. Yeah, I'm annoyed because now you're questioning how I feel about you. Now you done ruined my day. You already ruined my day. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ruin your day by talking about my feelings. I'm sorry. Well, your apology means absolutely nothing. You shouldn't have said it. It's too late now. My day is ruined. Thanks. I guess I'll be quiet then. You know the door is always open though, right? You can leave if you want. I don't want to leave. Okay. So welcome back, beautiful people. So a lot of people, this is one of the main questions I get on my page, y'all. Can a narcissist love you? Like, what is, why don't narcissistic people like validate your feelings and things like that? Why don't toxic people ever, they don't tell me, my partner doesn't tell me that they love me anymore. Like, what can I do? How can I change this? I want our relationship to work. Y'all, narcissistic people in the beginning of a relationship, y'all, the narcissistic person, this is my own personal belief, y'all, as a narcissist myself, y'all can, we can agree, we can disagree, y'all. I promise you, we can disagree. It's just keep it respectful. I don't disrespect anybody. Anyway, I do think the narcissistic people at the beginning of relationships can love you. I think we do love you at the beginning of a relationship. And I think, do we tend to devalue you? After the love bombing phase stops, do we tend to devalue you? Yes. You know what I mean? I know what y'all gonna say, but love doesn't get devalued. Real love, I let y'all bear with me here. Now, narcissistic people do think they love you at the beginning of the relationship. They do. So after like the flame dies down, like the love bombing yoga fire flame dies down, that narcissistic person could very well be getting, they think like by being with you, they love you. You see in the skit, why don't you tell me you love me anymore? Like, why do you need to hear that I love you? Like, I'm here with you, aren't I? Like, we're here together. Like, of course, if I didn't love you, I wouldn't be with you. If I wasn't, I'm here, aren't I? That's what they'll tell you, y'all. Because the emotional type of love, that lovey-dovey, hugging and kissing, PDA type stuff, that wears off in most relationships, not just narcissistic ones, not just toxic relationships. That wears off in a lot of these relationship dynamics, y'all. It just does. You know what I mean? So if you're dealing with a narcissist or a toxic person, when that stuff wears off, what else are you going to do? How else are you going to handle the situation when it wears off? So that narcissist, if they're not used, because now they have you. Once they feel like they have you, they reel it in. It's just like fishing. Once that fish has you on the line, that fish bites. I mean, once that fisherman feels that bait, that line get pulled, they reel you in. That's very similar to how narcissist does. They throw that bait out there, their love bombing bait out there. They give you all the PDA. They give you all the hugs and kisses. They tell you that they love you all the time. They tell you that they love you super extremely early. Second date, I love you. What? You love me on the second date? What's my last name? I don't know. It's gonna be mine. It's gonna be mine soon. I don't know what your last name is, but it'll be mine soon. You see what I'm saying? They'll do all of that stuff, but once you take the bait and you fall in love with them, they reel you in. They pull you out the water, and now they become their true, authentic selves. You know what I mean? They don't want to get rid. Sometimes they don't want to get rid of you. They like to keep you around, and they show by physical presence. Like, we're here, aren't I? Like, when people love each other, and they take, they take that your physical presence, y'all physically being together, as love. They don't have to hug and kiss you anymore. Why would they have to do that? They don't have to prove it anymore because they already proved it. I used to do that, but now I do this. I still love you. My love for you hasn't changed. I'm just doing this now. I'm here with you. My physical presence here with you is my love. Me giving you physical gifts, necklaces, things like that. They will give you physical stuff, but it lacks, it lacked the love for a narcissist. Like the love in a narcissistic relationship goes downhill, and it lacks the emotional connection a lot of times. You still have the emotional connection, but the narcissistic person seems to have emotionally checked out. But they physically check in. They'll give you physical gifts. They'll give you a necklace, a watch, a ring, some socks, a tie, whatever. They'll give you the physical stuff. It's just that, like, the emotional part is reeled in. The emotional part it does get reeled in. The emotional part sucks back in. You know what I mean? They don't do the emotional stuff anymore. They just do the physical stuff. That's what I tell people. Like, and like, y'all, let me be real with you. It doesn't go back to the emotional lovey-dovey stuff if you're dealing with a real narcissistic person. It just doesn't, y'all. It doesn't go back to that, because it's weird now, because that's not their, it will be forced. It'll be fake. That's not their natural state. Their natural state is the physical stuff, like physical presence. Physical presence means that I love you. Me giving you me marrying you shows you that I love you. Me living with you shows you that I love you. Physical stuff, like the emotional stuff, like I said, goes out the door. You don't get that emotional connection anymore. That emotional stuff ends, and then you still have, the only thing left is the physical stuff. You see what I'm saying? So you have to choose whether or not you actually want to deal with this dynamic for an extended period of time, because it doesn't go back to that lovey-dovey stuff, y'all. And if you try to bring up the lovey-dovey stuff, they might get vicious with you. I'm not saying that they'll physically attack you, but they very well might get vicious with you. They might get very angry and mean as hell with you. You know what I mean? That's how it goes a lot of times when you're dealing with narcissistic, toxic people. Like, they very well might get vicious with you. And once they get vicious with you, they're gonna once they get vicious with you, they coming for you. And that's typically how it goes, though, y'all. And that's not me saying, like, and the fuse for them gets shorter and shorter and shorter. Like, you'll try to hug and kiss them, and they'll push you away. Yeah, what are you doing? I'm just give me some space. They'll start asking for space. You know what I mean? They'll be physically with you in a relationship, but they'll ask you for space within the relationship where they don't do the emotional stuff anymore, y'all. So if you can live like that, then cool. I'm not here to judge you, but sometimes, you know what I mean? And if you can't live, like, sometimes if you want them to change, you try to force them to change, they'll offer you the door, just like in that skit. Just like in the skit I did. If you don't like it here, you can leave. Like, this is what I'm going to do. This is the love I'm going to be showing you from this point forward. If you don't like it here, if you're not happy here, you have the ability to pack your stuff up and dip out the door. You just absolutely do. You see what I'm saying? You just absolutely do. You don't have to be here. And they'll do that. And like I said, they'll treat you that way. They'll tell you they'll tell you that you don't have to be here. So it's up to you whether or not that you want to stay in this relationship dynamic or move forward. The choice is 1000% up to you. But anyways, y'all, let me cut this thing short. I have some Zoom calls to do. I'm still doing my one-on-ones over Zoom and things like that. So the link is in the description for Zoom calls. I'm doing a lot less this year. Working on my book, The Narcissist Code, is coming soon. And I have a self-love journal coming out next week. So be prepared for the self-love journal. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like and subscribe for more. And as always, mental illness is out. Peace.